Boomer Sooner, everybody. My name's Harry James. Well, the youngster taught the grandpa a lesson. But the grandpa didn't go home quietly. But Lincoln Riley does win the game. So he gets the last laugh, if you will, and the last score. 42-35 Oklahoma over the old Snide himself, Bill Snyder. So how did Oklahoma sneak out of the Little Apple? Find out next. Boomers Inter 1982. My name's Harry James. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. As we've already talked about the Oklahoma Sooners, and the young gun, Lincoln Riley, took the grandpa. And, well, grandpa took the youngster to the grandpost and taught him a lesson. But the youngster knew how to answer back. Final score 42-35, Oklahoma and the youngster of Lincoln Riley. This is how it went down, folks. Speaking of Manhattan, what about this guy possibly being in Manhattan, a.k.a. the other Apple, a.k.a. Manhattan, a.k.a. the Big Apple in New York, Baker Mayfield, making a big name and push for that. With 410 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, did have an interception again this week. His longest completion of the night was 42 yards for the senior. Keeping Oklahoma at bay, though, was the Kansas State quarterback, Alex Delton. Delton fast for 144 yards in the air and a touchdown. He also had an interception. His longest completion of the night, 59 yards. The running attack was big for Oklahoma, and number 24, Rodney Anderson, is the man who had to step up and take care of the problem. 19 attempts for the young gun, for the senior, 147 yards and a touchdown. His longest run of the night was 36 yards for the youngster. The other leading carrier for the Sooners, Baker Mayfield, had to do a couple of selfies himself. Went for 9 carries for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. His longest run of the night was for 32 yards. For Kansas State, their quarterback was also in their top 2 of quarterback of rushing attempts and yards. Theirs, Alex Delton, was, though, number 1. 27 carries, 142 yards on the ground, 3 touches. His longest run of the night was for 26 yards. Alex Barnes also played well for Kansas State. 6 carries, 108 yards and a touchdown. His longest run of the night was the first run of the night, 75 yards for a touchdown. He did run for that touchdown, by the way. Leading for Oklahoma, 6 catches and 7 catches respectively. Number 5, Marquise Brown, and number 81, Mark Andrews, were the main 2. We'll start with the big guy, or with number 5, Marquise Brown, who had 6 catches, for 126 yards. Didn't have a touchdown. His longest reception of the night was for 66 yards. Mark Andrews, number 81, Mark Andrews, the big tight end, wide receiver type, 7 catches for him, 61 yards. Didn't have a touchdown. His longest completion of the night Longest reception of the night, was for 32 yards. Kansas State, their offense, not quite as passive, but still got the job done in the air with number 9, Byron Pringle, and number 7, Isaiah Zuber. We'll start with number 9, Brian Pringle. Pringle, number 9, had 2 catches for 70 yards. Didn't have a touchdown. His longest reception of the night was 40 yards. Number 7's Isaiah Zuber had 4 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown. His longest reception of the night was for 8 yards. Defensively, Oklahoma and Kansas State, not a lot of pretty defense played, if you will, in this ball game with a 42-35 final. But you have to play some defense somewhere, right? Well, Oklahoma did, as did Kansas State. We'll start with the much beloved Oklahoma Sooners, who, number 12, Will Johnson, came back. He had 10 tackles on the night, didn't force any fumbles, recover any fumbles, or have any interceptions. Number 19, Caleb Kelly, also played well as at linebacker for the Sooners with 9 tackles. Didn't have a forced fumble recover, or interception. And for Kansas State defensively, Jyrod Kirby and Denzel Goolsby. Jerry Kirby, 13 tackles for the young man. Didn't have any fumbles forced or fumbles recovered, and didn't have any interceptions. As far as Denzel Goolsby, he had 12 tackles, didn't force any fumbles, didn't recover any fumbles. Did, however, have a game-changing pick. Marquise Brown's got to fight for that ball. The freshman's got to fight for that ball, in my opinion. And he will. He'll learn. He's only a true freshman. For the Sooners. Kicking. He's back. Austin Seibert. 2 for 2 for the young kid. 19 yards and a long of 36 yards. 2 for 2 on the night. That's 100% if you don't know your math well. Kicking the ball also, Matthew McCrane played well. He, though, missed a 52-yard bomb. Closer to 60, if you believe what the analysts say on the TV, and it almost went through the pipe. Just missed it by that much. Punting, Seibert, only 1 attempt on the night. His second attempt went over his head, so that doesn't count. The one that does count, though, was 1 punt, 48 yards in average, 48 long, 0 landed inside the 20-yard line, and 0 touchbacks. For Kansas State, number 13, Nick Walsh. He had 3 attempts all in the second half, by the way, averaging 45.3 in average, 69 along. One of them landed inside the 20-yard line, and 0 touchbacks. The scoring, how did we get to a 42-35 final? Well, it didn't start out well for Oklahoma, because number 34, Alex Barnes, burns up the defense again for Oklahoma as he runs for his 75-yard touchdown run to start the game. And with 14:42 left, the Wildcats already up 7-0. But Bake and Shake comes back to answer. Number 6, Baker Mayfield, 6-yard touchdown pass to 36. Dimitri Flowers, 7-7 tie game. 12-16 left, and we're all knotted up at 7s. Alex Delton, though, does a little selfie and unties it with a sideline run of 1 yard, or with a quarterback sneak of 1 yard. 14-7 Wildcats. With a $1:21 left in the first quarter, and we'll take a intermission. After the intermission, here's the really nice one I'm talking about. The 21-yard touchdown run right down the sidelines. 21-7 Sooners at this time. Sooners trailing at this time. Wildcats leading 21-7 with 10:15 left. Austin Seibert, that's when he got his head back on, straightened out for the second straight week with a 19-yard field goal with 38 seconds left. 21-10 Wildcats. Third quarter, here come the Sooners. Here come the Sooners. Baker Mayfield starts it off with a 14-yard touchdown option run. Keeper, touchdown Oklahoma, 21-17. Okahoma is trailing, though, in this one still. Wildcats leading 21-17 with 12:16 left. Sooners will remain trailing for the third quarter, but did get on the board one more time with a 36-yard field goal by Austin Seibert. 21-20 Wildcats with 5:57 left. And the Sooners head to the fourth, trailing, but not for long, because with 14:19 left, that's when Oklahoma leads for the first time with a Baker Mayfield 14-yard touchdown run. Touchdown Oklahoma, little quarterback run there. Dimitri Flowers for a 2-yard touchdown, for a 2-point conversion. Good. Sooners lead 28-21. Alex Delton does a little quarterback selfie himself. 28-28 tie, 6:14 left. That's when Baker Mayfield did a little, shares the love a little bit. 5-yard check down to Rodney Anderson. Baker Mayfield, 5-yard touchdown check down pass to number 24 Rodney Anderson. Touchdown Oklahoma, 35-28. Sooners leading 5:16 left. And the adrenaline is rocking and rolling. And it's going back and forth goes the meter. And it'll change one more time. Alex Delton, 5-yard touchdown pass to number 7, Isaiah Zuber. Touchdown Kansas State, 35-35 with 2:25 left. And then Hot Rod, Rodney Anderson, he caught a touchdown. Now he's going to run for a touchdown, 22 yards. 42-35 is the Sooners is the score with 7 seconds, and that's your door slammer. That's your final game. That's your final score of the night, and that's your final score, 52-35. Riley's right call of the game was the running back, Rodney Anderson, 22-yard touchdown run in the second half. Stoopsy stopped tonight. There were actually 2 of these. First of all, guys, there was the Alex Delton pick by Jordan Thomas, 46-yard interception in the first half. Also in the first half, on their way to score again, Stephen Parker makes a tackle and forces a fumble. Stephen Parker recovers such fumble. And by the way, Kansas State was about to go in and score on that play. So that was huge that they were able to come up with that stop. All right, guys, next, Texas Tech. Got to play better than they did against Kansas State. But you know what? You got the win, so now erase that one from your mind and look forward to Texas Tech. Homecoming, by the way, for the Sooner Boomers. All right, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You can watch all these videos on the YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. You can also find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at or find them on Twitter at Sooner_fan_, or actually at Hype Man Harry. I've changed it. That's at Hype Man Harry. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care. I am out of here.